What if your entire retirement savings lost value in the next 5 years? It's a scary thought, but with inflation coming back and the markets all over the place, a lot of people are starting to ask that same question. And instead of chasing risky growth, most investors are shifting their focus to something that's more simple, like protecting what they already have. And that's why gold IRAs are getting so much attention right now, which means that you get the same tax benefits, but with something that actually holds its value when everything else gets hit. I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm breaking down the 7 best gold IRA companies in 2025. I'll walk you through what each one does, what it costs, and how to know which one is right for your retirement plan. So let's get into it. All right, really quick so that we're all on the same page. A gold IRA, also known as a precious metal IRA, is a self-directed retirement account that lets you invest in gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. Instead of holding your money in mutual funds or index stocks, this account lets you store IRS-approved metals in a secure vault. You don't store the gold yourself because, well, you can't according to the law. So what you do is you store it with a custodian. In a gold IRA, a custodian is a financial institution that the IRS approves to hold and manage the assets inside your account. And this is why a custodian is required by law. Their job is to securely store your gold in an approved depository. This is often a high protected vault that meets federal standards. The custodian also handles all the paperwork that's used to set up and manage your IRA. They do this to make sure that every step follows the IRS rules. In addition, the custodian is responsible for reporting account activity to the IRS, which helps keep your retirement account in good legal standing. I like to think of them like the official caretaker of your gold. You still own everything and are in control of your own account. They just make sure that it's all handled properly, legally, and securely, so you can get all the tax benefits without any of the problems. And that's where these companies come in. They help you buy the gold, store it, manage your account, and stay compliant with the IRS rules. So now that you know how it works, let's break down the best companies out there. Now let's start off with the company that gets mentioned with almost every conversation about gold IRAs. This company is called Augusta Precious Metals, and there's a reason that they're the go-to recommendation for beginners. Their onboarding process is simple, their team is super transparent, and they don't hit you with any hidden fees or upsells. But their biggest standout here is their customer education. You actually get a one-on-one call, a web conference with a Harvard trained economist. They help you understand gold, inflation, and how your portfolio fits together. Augusta also has one of the cleanest reputations in the industry. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureaus, and they have multiple 5-star reviews. To get started with Augusta, you'll need to invest at least $50,000. And there's also a one-time setup fee that's around $50. And then you can expect the annual storage and custodian fees to add up to about $200. I would say this company is best for those investors who are looking for more of a long-term partner and somebody who really values in-depth information and education. Next up is Goldco. This company also really leans into the customer experience with their service. If you're someone who really values being able to talk to somebody and get clear answers, like you're somebody who likes talking to a real person, Goldco's team is known for that. They walk you over every little step from the rollover process to actually picking the precious metals. They specialize in helping people transfer funds from other IRAs or 401ks into gold IRAs. And a cool plus is that they actually help you do this without triggering any tax penalties. Another thing that makes them stand out is their buyback guarantee. If you ever want to sell your gold down the line, they'll buy it back with the highest price they can offer. To open an account with Goldco, you'll need a minimum investment of $25,000. You'll also pay a few other things like an annual custodian fee of $80, a storage fee of $100. So this totals up to about $180 per year. They often offer bonus silver or other promotions for new customers. Goldco is perfect for those beginners who want that smooth rollover support with great customer service. If you've been watching finance YouTube for a while, chances are you've seen Birch Gold Group. They've been in the game since 2003 and have built a solid reputation based off of transparency and personalized service. One thing that makes Birch different is that they let you invest in a wide variety of precious metals. This includes rare coins, which some investors actually prefer due to their collectability. Birch Gold Group also partners with Strata Trust Company and Delaware Depository, which are both highly trusted names in the world of custodianship and secure storage. Strata is known for handling self-directed IRAs and has years of experience helping investors stay compliant with IRS rules. Delaware Depository. It might sound like a big name, but let me explain it. This is one of the most respected precious metal storages in the US. They offer fully insured high security vaults that are approved by many major exchanges. You can feel confident knowing that your gold is not only handled by professionals, but also stored in a facility that's specifically designed for safety. They focus on transparency and regulatory compliance. And the best part is the minimum investment to get started with Birch is only $10,000. There's also a $50 setup fee, a $100 management fee, and a $100 storage fee. This company is a great choice for two types of people: somebody who really values security and somebody who wants more flexibility and variety in investment options. Number 4 is Noble Gold. Noble Gold is perfect if you're just getting started and you don't want to dump $50,000 right off the bat. Their minimum investment for a gold IRA is only, hear me out, $2,000. Which is one of the lowest entry points in the whole industry. Although if you do want access to their best services, they recommend starting off with about $10,000 or more. They also offer something called a Royal Survival Pack, which lets you purchase a mix of gold and silver, which can be delivered to your home in case of emergencies. It's not a part of the IRA, but it's a cool future for those people who are prepping for economic uncertainty. Noble is one of the few companies that actually store gold in Texas, not just in Delaware or New York. That matters to some people who want more location diversity in their storage. You can expect to pay around $80 per year for storage and $150 a year for account management. This company is best really for those beginners who are looking for a low-cost entry point. Number 5 is American Hartford Gold. American Hartford Gold is another solid option, especially if you're the person who wants flexibility and who wants to buy gold outside of just your retirement account. They allow you to buy physical gold or silver directly with or without setting up a gold IRA. So whether you want long-term retirement planning or stash some coins in a safe at home, they make it super easy. What makes them stand out is that they don't require a minimum investment. And honestly, that's pretty rare in this space. But that said, they do typically recommend that you start off with at least $10,000 for a gold IRA. Fees may vary depending on what custodian and storage you actually choose. And to be honest, they're not always clearly listed on the site, so it's a good idea to ask for a full breakdown before signing anything. American Hartford Gold is ideal for those people who are looking for that 24/7 support and the flexibility to invest in metals both inside and outside an IRA. Number 6 is Lear Capital. Lear Capital has been around since 1997. They have a good reputation of being educational and beginner friendly. They offer a free investor kit, market insights, and personalized calls to help walk you through the rollover process. One unique feature is their price advantage guarantee. Basically, they'll lock in the price of your gold as soon as you confirm the transaction, even if the market shifts before your transaction is finalized. They also give you online portfolio tracking so you can see what your metals are worth in real time. But to get started, you'll need a minimum investment of $10,000, and in your first year, all the fees total to about $280, and after that, it's about $200 annually. Lear Capital is really great for those people who want a reliable price lock. Also, if you're somebody who wants access to digital tracking tools for your gold IRA. Number 7 is Patriot Gold Group. Patriot Gold Group has built a name on speed. They say that they can help you set up a gold IRA in as little as 24 hours. That's a big deal if you're trying to move quickly while the markets are volatile. Patriot Gold is one of the few IRA providers that actually lets you skip the middleman. You work directly with the company managing your account. That really helps reduce the number of hands in the whole process. And unlike most other companies, Patriot doesn't charge any annual fees if you qualify for their no annual fee for life IRA. To be totally transparent to you guys, usually you'll need around $30,000 to invest in order to qualify. To open an account, the minimum investment is $10,000. If you qualify for the no fee program, ongoing costs may be waived. Otherwise, fees depend on the custodian that you use. This company is best for investors who want to move quickly and keep long-term costs low. All right, so the real question is, how do you choose one? Now that we've gone through all the different companies, you might be wondering, how do I actually choose one? All right, so here's what I would focus on. First, look at the minimum investment. If you only have $10,000 to start with, Augusta might be just a little bit out of reach, but Noble and Birch could be great options for you. Second, I would say check the fees. Some companies aren't very clear about their pricing until you're deep inside of the process. And honestly, that's kind of a red flag. You want someone who tells you exactly what to expect. Third, I would say think about the support that you personally want. Are you okay doing a lot of research by yourself? Or do you want someone to go through it with you? If you want that hand-holding, Goldco and Augusta are both known for that. Finally, you want to consider the storage and buyback options. Is your gold stored in a location that you're comfortable with? Will they buy it back later if you change your mind? So if you can answer those questions, the right company will become pretty clear. All right, really quick, let's wrap up with a few frequently asked questions that most people usually have. Can I store my gold myself? The answer is no. IRS rules say metals have to be held by a licensed custodian, and this has to be done in an approved depository. So the answer is no, you can't store it at home and still call it a part of your IRA. Is gold actually a good retirement investment? Look, gold isn't meant to replace stocks or bonds completely. It's more of a hedge. It's a way to protect your money during market crashes or inflation. How I like to think about it is the goal is just simply balance. So balancing your portfolio. Can I roll over my existing IRA or 401k? Yes, most of these companies specialize in rollovers without triggering penalties or taxes. Just make sure that you follow the steps carefully with your provider. Last question is, are there risks? Of course, gold prices can still go up or down. Plus, some companies in this space use aggressive sales tactics, or sometimes they might hide fees. And that's why working with a reputable company is so important. Don't just go for the cheapest option, go for the one that you feel most comfortable with. At the end of the day, a gold IRA isn't about chasing high returns. It's about protecting what you already have and have built. It's a safe bet against inflation, dollar devaluation, and hopefully not, but a stock market crash. If that kind of stability sounds like something your retirement plan could use, then working with one of these companies might be the best next step for you. And remember to always do your homework, read the fine print, ask questions, and make sure that you fully understand what you're signing up for. If you guys want a free gold IRA guide, I'll leave it in the description for you guys. But other than that, it's been Alex, aka your money friend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.